Hi, I'm Robert. On behalf of RadarBusters, hope you all are well. Hope you had a nice holiday. Okay, we have some good news with respect to the TMG upgrade path. We've worked out with Facets TMG in Taiwan an upgrade path from the TMG Alpha-15 to the 17. And here's going to be the program that they've agreed to do. There will be a 20% discount when you make a purchase of the new TMG 17. So if you get a dual head, a quad, or if you've had a dual head with VPR, or a quad with two VPR heads as well, so any of those four systems, you'll get a 20% discount. Now, what will happen is when you place your order, it'll be for, we're going to create SKUs specifically for those units that are going to be different from the standard retail units for new purchase. So there'll be 4 new SKUs for those systems at a 20% discount. When you make the purchase, you'll be paying full price for that system. And then what we're going to require is for the following to be returned. We need the heads, the standard heads, and any VPR heads, the CPU, and the cables, the splitter or the single cables for the heads. And the reason we need the cables is because there was a change and they're heavier duty. So that's what we're going to need. And once we receive them back, we're going to send you the unit first so you can, not have to lose your protection. And then you return that back. And when we get that product back, those things, the heads, the cables, and the CPU, we will then issue you a credit for the 20% of the new system. And what we're also going to do, just to make it a little bit more compelling, is there is a new laser tester that's being produced. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw that in for free. That product is a $69.99 product. So we're going to just throw that in so you can test the new systems. Now, with respect to the changes, now there was about a 2-week delay for those who were prepared, or we were prepared to ship, as a result of the tests that we did, or several tests, and we found some issues with the VPR system. And we've documented that. There'll be a link in the videos to see the original test we did with the 2-head, and then the VPR. And now we've gone through several iterations of updates with TMG, and this is going to be the good news. The VPR head actually now has 3 diodes in it. So they've added an extra diode. So it went from 2, the transmit head, to 3. And that's going to help because the VPR head, the system operates differently when it detects the Dragon Eye, just the nature of how it has to jam that particular gun. And by having that extra diode and being reconfigured, it allows the jammer to work better at far distance, medium distance, and then closer distances. And if you recall our original test, we were getting some long distance punch throughs, and then we were getting good performance to the vehicle. But for some reason, at a distance of about 1,600 feet to about 1,500 feet, between 15 and 1,700, we would occasionally get a punch through. So there were some redesigns to that, and there have been a couple algorithm updates as well. And we're pretty comfortable, both of our companies now. Now, there may actually be another final tweak. We provided our most recent results, and those are also up on the website. We'll put on YouTube, we'll put a link down there so you can see specifically how the VPR head system did against the Dragon Eye Compact. And they actually may go back before they ship and make some more tweaks to that. Now, they're going to take 2 weeks off for the holiday. They close down for 2 weeks. So what we're going to try to do is encourage those who have the Alpha-15 or those who wish to purchase the new 17 to order those systems either as the upgrade or as the full retail. And what we're going to do is we're not going to require you to make a purchase of the unit yet. we're going to request that you go onto the website, RadarBusters.com, go to the contact form, and then submit for us your intention of getting, whatever product that you have. So that'll help us. So number one, you won't be charged for the product that we haven't shipped yet. And number two, and more importantly, it's going to help us to coordinate with TMG Taiwan to get the number of units that we're going to need to quickly fulfill these, again, because they're going to close for 2 weeks. So this is going to be a limited time offer, apparently, and it's going to be with RadarBusters, and we're going to see how long that offer goes for the upgrade path. But I'm certainly going to recommend it. People on the forum, and we've gotten some other questions, is there going to be an upgrade path? There is not some compatibility between the new and the old. So my recommendation would be to upgrade, take advantage of that price reduction. We're going to send out an upgrade kit, which is pretty much the whole package. So you'll be able to keep your mounting brackets and any other components, power cords, hardwire kits, all those things you can keep. And then we're going to send out a completely new package. And it doesn't matter when you purchase the Alpha-15. So if it's out of warranty, that's okay. We're gonna, you'll get a brand new warranty with the units as well. Let me see what else. So please provide that with our contact form. I'll put a link in our video there as well directly. But if you go to RadarBusters.com, you can submit your request and just let us know the unit that you have, whether it's the 2, the quad, or the VPR head, basically 3, or the VPR with 4, or even a dual VPR with 4. Just let us know what you have, and then we can make those arrangements to get those products in. We're going to try to we expect to get them shipped before they shut down for 2 weeks. So I'm encouraging you to get those requests or pre-orders, requests for pre-orders in effect in our system, so we can get that taken care of. So anyway, what else can I talk about here with respect to the system? We've made some changes too, or TMG's made some changes. The standard heads now have 2 diodes in it, and they're polarized. So that'll allow, if you're vertical mounting, for example, on a BMW vertical grill, you're not going to compromise the performance that you would otherwise get if you were horizontal, okay? So that's one way. And if you're horizontal, as you would be on most cars, it's designed now with the polarization to get both overhead passes as well as straight on. So that's a pretty significant update. Another great thing that came out of all this work is the limitation of the head placement, because we found that the TMG units were sensitive and they needed at least 20 inches, and I think we found closer to 24 inches in the mounting distances between a VPR head and the standard head, which made it more difficult on our smaller sedan, and it would for you as well. So they've gone through some updates. They actually took some of our suggestions on how to potentially make the improvement. They've implemented it, and the great news is they've actually eliminated the feedback loop issue. So we've actually tested to see if it would occur, putting the VPR head as close as 3 inches to the standard head, and it didn't loop anymore. So that's a great update. Something else as a result of these designs and software modifications, you no longer have to have 2 inches or more in elevation changes or mounting locations between the VPR head and the standard head. So you actually now can go across and closer with the VPR head. Now, you can also get the standard heads closer, but they really recommend 20 inches, not because of feedback issues or looping issues, but they just are recommending, of course, for the proper coverage of the car. So that's an update. The cables have been improved as well. The stability of the CPU has been improved. We also understand that the actual output power being provided to these new heads is lower, which will give stability to the system as it operates, especially when you have more heads and it's actually jamming more efficiently. So there are some of the big updates And we couldn't be happier with that. And if they get another tweak, they're going to implement it. We're going to test it again if they do. Otherwise, any more updates, subsequent updates will be available through the system, the TMG Defender or the TMG Updater, just to simply apply. So anyway, we appreciate you watching. We hope you take advantage of the upgrade path. And if you all have any questions, just please submit your questions to us and we will respond accordingly. So hope this is going to be acceptable to everyone, and it'll allow a continued path now for those who have the actual Alpha-15. So thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe. If you're not, ring that little bell or smash that little bell. Join us on Facebook. We'll have some more updates as we go as well, more granular updates, if you will, on that page. And, wish you well, and take care. And thanks for those who have been patient. It's worth the 2 weeks. Definitely some big improvements. So anyway, that's about it. We'll see you soon. You guys all take care. Bye-bye.